theory out of the way. Now let's get practical and start with the tutorial. And the first step is going to be setting up RankMath. This is a free plugin that we're going to use to optimize our blog content. And this will also automatically install the Google search engine, Google Search Console, and also Google Analytics. Then we're going to spend some time finding profitable topics for our niche. And then we're going to do some keyword research using the tool SEMRUSH. And then once that's done and we found our keyword that we want to write a blog post for, I'm going to show you how to create an optimized blog post for that specific keyword step by step. All right, so now we are back in the WordPress dashboard. And before installing the RankMath plugin, we want to go ahead and click on Posts. And then here we can see all of the dummy posts that we have just created to make sure we can build our website and see how it will look like. But now before we actually index our site, we want to make sure to delete all of that content because we don't want to confuse Google with just fake content that is random on our site. So make sure to select all of them by clicking here. Then let's go to bulk actions, move to bin, apply, and then let's go to the bin here and click on empty bin, and that's it. Now let's go to plugins, then click add new, and in the search box we're going to type in RankMath, and it's just this plugin right here. So let's click on install and activate. Then it automatically prompts us to connect our RankMath account. So let's click on connect your account here. Now, because I've already created a RankMath account, it kind of wants me to activate it for the old account, but I actually want to create a new account here. So I'm going to click on login here. And then you probably don't already have a RankMath account. So what you're going to do is click on register now here at the bottom. And then you can sign up for RankMath using Facebook, Google, WordPress, or you can just use an email address. So I'm gonna click on use email address, then type in your name and email address and click on register, activate now. Then make sure advanced is selected here and click on start wizard. Then we can say what kind of website we have. So I'm just gonna stick with personal blog. Then the website name is fine. We don't need anything here. This is also fine. Then logo for Google, you want to upload a square version of your logo. So I'm going to do that quickly now. There we go. And then for default social share image, this will just be displayed for when somebody shares your blog post and you don't have a featured image. But as I always add a featured image for the blog post, I'm not going to add anything here. Then let's click on save and continue. And now in the next step, we're gonna add our website to the Google Search Console and also to Google Analytics. So let's click on connect Google services. And here we want to choose our Google account that we want to add our website to as a property. Once you're logged into your Google account, we want to make sure to click select all here to give RankMath access to all of our data. And then let's click on continue. And then here, if everything worked correctly, RankMath has now added your site to Google Search Console and Google Analytics. So you should be able to see your site here and also your Google Analytics account that they've created for you right here. Now, the first few times I've done this, I ran into some issues where I didn't see my website here, so I couldn't choose it. And if that's the case, what you want to do, then you want to first wait like 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes it takes some time until they can add your site to these services. If that still doesn't work, then you might want to use another browser. As you can see here, I'm in Safari and not in Chrome as I usually am. And that's what worked for me actually. But if that still doesn't work, you have two more options. So the first one is to add your site manually to Search Console and Analytics. I'm going to leave some instructions in the video description down below to show you step by step how you can do that. Or you can also reach out to RankMath support and basically tell them that you need some help adding the Google services for your website. But this is how it should look like if everything works correctly. So choose your site here, make sure enable the index status tab is enabled. And then for Google Analytics, we want to choose the account here that they've created for us. Then for property, we want to choose create new GA4 property. That stands for Google Analytics 4. So let's click OK here. And then here we want to choose website. Then let's scroll down and click on save and continue. Then here for sitemap, we're going to leave everything turned on and click on save and continue. And here as well, keep the default settings and click save and continue. And that's it. So let's click on return to dashboard. So now our website is successfully connected to all the Google services that we need. And now when we go to RankMath and go to Analytics, we should be able to see the data for our site, like search impressions, total keywords, search clicks, and so on, that will be imported directly into this dashboard here from all of the Google services data that is directly fed into the RankMath plugin. We can also go to Site Analytics here and SEO Performance to see every data that is interesting for our website. But it does take a couple of days the first time you set this up until the data will actually be visible here in the dashboard. So now it's time to do some research to find a good topic and eventually a good search term that we can create an optimized blog post about. And one of the best tools that I find to get some ideas is to use the AI tool ChatGPT. You've probably heard of this tool, and it's actually free to use for the basic version. I do have a tutorial about this tool down below in the description if you want to see exactly how to set up your ChatGPT account. It's very easy. I'm going to leave this link down below in the description. You can just click on Try ChatGPT. And then you want to sign up with your account. I'm already signed in here, as you can see. And then with the basic version, you just get the GPT 3.5 at this moment. And then if you upgrade to the Pro version, which I think is like $10 or $20 a month, you get access to GPT 4, which is a lot better in my opinion. And we're going to use this one later as well to create our blog content. But for now, we can just stick with 3.5 because for getting ideas, this is going to be enough. And now we can just talk to ChatGPT as if it was a person. That's kind of the idea of AI. So to get some ideas for content, I would just type in, I'm starting an affiliate marketing website in the niche online marketing. So just tell ChatGPT what your actual broad niche is. And then let's say, what would be some good sub niches? So we want to get some sub niche topics that I could write about if my goal is to make money through affiliate marketing. Then hit enter. And then as we can see, we already get a lot of ideas about what we could write about, like social media marketing, SEO, content marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, PPC advertising, and so on. So you could just go and do some additional research for these topics, look at the different products you could promote. Let's say we want to go into the email marketing space. So then we can follow up and ask for the best like affiliate programs for email marketing. So let's type in something like, I would like to write about email marketing tools. What email marketing tools have the best affiliate programs in terms of how much money you can make? Hit enter. And this will give us a list of some good email marketing providers that have an affiliate program. Like for example, ConvertKit, they pay out 30% recurring commission on referrals, which is great. Then we have GetResponse, they pay out a 33% recurring commission. So that's very common with email marketing providers that they just pay out a percentage commission on basically forever as long as the customer stays with their platform. Now to do some additional research and see if this actually has a revenue potential, I would actually look up all of these email marketing providers, like go to their websites. For example, let's go to ActiveCampaign, just copy it, paste it in the search bar, then go to their website here, and then look at the pricing here and then see what people actually pay for using this software. So here, for example, you can see that there's, for the marketing plan, it's like $49 per month, $149 per month. And as we can see here, what do they say here? Offers a commission for referred customers. So they don't actually tell us what the percentage is. So to really see what they offer for the affiliate program, you want to go to the actual website of the product, then scroll all the way down, and then you want to look for something like partner program, affiliate program. And so here, let's see, it's actually become a partner, and then here is affiliate. So let's click here. And then we can see they, first of all, they say earn an average of $1,350 per referral, which is insanely high. and they actually pay out 20 to 30% recurring commission per a paying customer that you bring to the company. So just by looking at this, I can already see that there is definitely revenue potential with this provider. I would also go to the other providers here, like for example, ConvertKit, GetResponse, and so on, and see if it would make sense to write about email marketing providers and if it has a revenue potential. But based on what I've seen here so far, it does definitely have revenue potential. And now just to show you that this assumption would actually be correct, I'm going to show you my dashboard because I am actually an affiliate with ActiveCampaign. I'm actually in the highest tier, so they pay me 30% of every sale they make and for the life of the customer. So as you can see here, this was actually today. I got a payment of 31 Australian dollars. Then yesterday, 229 Canadian dollars. This was the day before, $21. And also same day, $86, $21, $55. So these are recurring commissions, as you can see here. So far, the total commissions have been $71,000. So this is kind of what I mean when I talk about digital products over physical products, the revenue potential, and looking at how much money you can actually make with a specific product and an affiliate program before you invest a lot of time into promoting it or into promoting this type of product in general. So here, for example, when I go to paid accounts, here you can see every new customer that has signed up and then the estimated annual commission that I will be getting every year for the lifetime of this customer. So as long as this customer stays with ActiveCampaign, I will be getting this amount every year for the customer that I bring. Here, for example, somebody has purchased a professional plan, and every year I will be getting $1,735 as long as this person stays on this plan. So after doing some research and looking at the affiliate programs of these email marketing tools, we can find out that email marketing in general can be a very lucrative topic or niche to create content about. So the next step is to actually choose one of these products here after we've looked at some of them to create some content. Because when we go back to this overview here, where I talked about my strategy, I told you that most of the time, like posts like these, where it's just like, let's say ActiveCampaign review or ActiveCampaign versus MailChimp or ConvertKit, these usually have a lower competition compared to these main topics like how to set up email marketing or what are the best 7 email marketing tools for small businesses. These usually are very hard to rank for in the beginning when your site doesn't have a lot of traffic yet and a lot of authority. So I like to start with these. So now we're going to go further into some keyword research to finally narrow down the search term, the keyword we want to create our blog post about. So let's come back to our list here. And then let's say we want to look into the MailerLite search terms that have MailerLite in the term. So we're going to use a tool called SEMRUSH, which kind of looks like this. This is a keyword research tool to find out what the traffic is and what the competition is for each of these keywords. Now, I do have a special offer or a special link you guys can use, which will basically give you a 14-day trial of the pro version of this tool instead of the regular 7-day trial. So by using the link down below in the description and signing up for SEMRUSH, you can get a 14-day trial instead of a 7-day. And you can actually just find all of your keywords that you want to write about for the next couple of months in your 14-day trial period. And then you can upgrade to the paid version once you are making some money. So if you want to get some additional days in your free trial, make sure to use the link in the description below. Then once you signed up for your trial and you're logged into your SEMRUSH dashboard, you want to go to the left side here and click on Keyword Magic Tool. Then here in the search bar, you want to type in the keyword that you want to do some research on. In my case, this is MailerLite, which is the email marketing software we might want to do some content about. And then let's click on search. And now we can see all of the related keywords, and we can also see how many people approximately are searching for that keyword under volume. So for the keyword MailerLite, there's approximately 27,000 people searching for that keyword. However, we can also see the KD, which means keyword difficulty, telling you how hard it will be to actually rank your site or your post for that keyword. So here we can see it's 79, meaning you'll need lots of high quality referring domains and optimized content in order for you to rank on that page. Now for a new website, this is almost impossible. This is why we don't want to go for keywords that are this hard. So to only see the keywords that are like easy or that are doable to actually rank your post for is we want to go to the filters here, and then under KD, keyword difficulty, we're just going to look at the easy and the very easy search terms. So to actually see both of them, we're going to use the custom range. We're going to type in 0, and then here we're going to type in 29. This is just a percentage number for the KD, the keyword difficulty. And then for the results, you want to make sure to sort this by volume here, as it's already done. You can see the highest volume here is at the top. And then you just want to go through this list here and look at what are some keywords that are actually transactional, meaning that when people type that in, they're very likely to make a purchasing decision and go for one of these options that you can see here, or maybe for MailerLite, which is the platform we write content about. So here the first thing we can see is MailerLite versus ConvertKit. This is actually a great keyword to write content about because this is a transactional keyword. Somebody who's looking to get an email marketing software, they know both of them or they've seen both of them, and now they want to know which one is the right one for them. And then you basically give them the answer with your blog post. So there's 390 people looking or typing that keyword into the search bar a month. Now that's obviously less than what we've seen before, like 27,000 searches a month. But because we're going for affiliate programs that actually have high commissions, we don't need that much traffic to actually start making money. So we need to start out with these lower difficulty keywords to start building up the authority of our website. So this would actually be a good keyword to go for. We can see keyword difficulty is 21. So it says you need high quality focused content focused on the keyword's intent. This is what we do anyway, so we still have a chance of ranking. Then we can go down and also look at even easier ones. So for example, we can see this one here, Flowdesk versus MailerLite. This is actually a keyword difficulty of 0, meaning it's probably going to be very easy to rank your blog post on this for this keyword. However, there's only 30 searches a month. So we might want to go with something that has a bit of a higher volume, but still a low keyword difficulty. Like for example, MailerLite versus ActiveCampaign, 320 searches a month with a keyword difficulty of 17. So that's lower than this one here, the versus ConvertKit. And we've seen that ActiveCampaign also has a very lucrative affiliate program. So this might be a good keyword that we want to look into. Now here you can see CPC. This is basically what advertisers are paying to display ads on people who type in that keyword. And the higher the number is here, or if you see a high number here, that's also a good sign that this is actually a valuable keyword to create content for. So to further check out this keyword, we can just click on it here. Here we can scroll down and look at the SERP analysis. This will just kind of show you the websites that are currently ranking for that keyword we are looking at. So the top ranking website is this one here, thedigitalmerchant.com. So we can also check out how the site looks like or how that post looks like by just going to the link. So as you can see, it's just a regular blog post, nothing special. And then what I also like to look at is the authority score. So this will tell you how much authority this website has with Google. And it goes from 0 to 100. So the closer to 100, the higher the authority is. And just by seeing that this is only 6, this tells me that it's quite possible to rank for this specific keyword. And because all of these websites, they don't really have a high authority score. Like this one even has a 0 authority score, then this one as well, 0, this one as well, 0. So this number 10 search result has 0 authority score, 0 referring domains, 0 backlinks, and is still at page 10 of Google. So this just again tells me that it's quite possible to rank for this keyword, which is why I would actually add this keyword to my keyword list. So let's scroll up. And then here next to the keyword, let's click on the plus icon, and then let's create our first list. So let's just name this list email marketing tools. and then hit this check mark. And now when we want to get to our keyword list, we simply go to Keyword Manager here, and then we can see our category, email marketing tools. We click on it, and then we can always see the keywords that we store here. MailerLite versus Active Campaign is the keyword that I want to create some content about. Great, so now that we have our keyword that we want to optimize our blog post for, it's time to create the actual post. So here in the dashboard, let's go to Posts and then click on Add New. And this will take us to the editor that we're going to use to create our blog post. Now first, let's clean up a bit by just hiding these windows here by clicking on this arrow. And this will just give us a blank canvas. Now using this editor is actually quite simple. So as you can see, we can add a title here. We can add some content here, and it's just like using or creating a Word document. But there are some things that you have to know in order for you to have a good structure and in order for you to have a perfectly optimized blog post. And what's really going to help us with that is using the RankMath checklist. So when we click here on the top right on this button, then we can see, because we have added the RankMath plugin, we can see a checklist. So it says add a focus keyword to the SEO title. And that will just help us to make sure we tick all the boxes when it comes to optimizing our blog post. So we're going to go through all the things here in the checklist. So to eventually have the highest possible SEO score. The SEO score will be visible here at the top. So currently we have a 7 out of 100, which is quite bad, but obviously we haven't added any content and we haven't optimized anything. And you're going to notice that when we add content and optimize it, the score here will increase, and this button will actually turn green, which will show us that it's going to be a well optimized blog post. Another thing that we have to understand before creating our content is how a blog post is structured. And to make it easier for you to create your blog posts, especially for an affiliate marketing site, I've given you a few templates that you can use. So when you go to the link in the description and click in the Google Drive folder, you should get to this place here where you can click on Affiliate Blog Post Templates. And then here I've added 4 templates of the most commonly used posts for an affiliate marketing site or a affiliate marketing blog. So this would be best X for Y, which is like 7 best website builders of 2023. Then we have how to do something, a guide post, a review post, and a comparison post. So let's say Wix versus Squarespace. Then when you click on those, this is just a Google Doc. And then here you can see a structure that you can use for your blog posts. So this would be the title, number, best, product type for target year or target customer. So for example, 7 best email marketing tools for 2023 or for small businesses. And then you would have an intro here. Then you would have the first H2. So here you can see it says H1. H1 is always what you type in here. So this here is the H1. These are title tags. It helps Google to see the structure of your content, and it's easier for Google to understand it. And it's also determining what will be displayed in search engines. So you absolutely have to use these title tags and use them correctly. And just by using these templates here, you can see a good structure that you can use. So for example, here it goes on by, first of all, the H2, what is the best email marketing tool? Then you give some information about how you came up with this decision to add these products. And then you list each of these products as an H3. And you can also add affiliate links here for this text. And then you describe them, and then at the end you have a summary which is an H2 again. So to add these title tags in your post, so let's say we add let's say just intro, or let's say title, and then we can just highlight the text here, go to this icon here and change it from a paragraph to a heading. And then once that's done, we can choose what type of heading it is. So you can see H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So this is kind of a hierarchy. So here on this website, semjai.com, they kind of explain how this works quite well. So here you can see H1 is most important. Then we have H2, H3. So these are just kind of subtitles. So as you can see here down below, this would be the title, search engine optimization. Then we have what is SEO. This would be the subtitle of this main main one. And then here the H3 would be a subtitle of what is SEO. So this is just how you structure your blog post. So this is something that you have to be familiar with. Now in this video, we're going to create a comparison post, which would be X versus Y. So when we click on this template here, we can see that it is just first product name versus second product name. So in my example, MailerLite versus ActiveCampaign 2023, which is the best product type email marketing tool, which is the H1. And then we just move on with different categories that we use to compare these products in. So usually I like to give a quick comparison for people who don't have time or don't want to spend the time reading everything. And then we go into the categories like features, my personal experience, pricing, and so on. Now, these aren't set in stone, so obviously you can just change them however you want to, whatever is the most relevant for the reader. And then at the end, we just give a conclusion as well. Now, if you want to, you can just copy and paste that into your blog post and create drafts or templates for your blog. And then by copy and pasting it from this document, it will also be formatted correctly. So this will be a H2 and so on. So just to show you how this would work is, let's just delete this and let's just delete the heading and also delete this. And then we can just right click and paste. And this will just give us the basic structure. So this would be an H1. This is a paragraph. Then when we click here, we can see this is already an H2. This is an H2 and so on. So this is a quick way how you can basically import a structure to your blog post that you're about to create. So now let's actually start creating the content for this blog post. The first thing you want to do is go to the RankMath checklist here on the top right by clicking here. And then under focus keyword, here we want to enter the keyword that we want to optimize this blog post for. This is the one that we found using SEMRUSH. So in my case, this would be MailerLite versus ActiveCampaign. These are the two email marketing tools that we are comparing. So let's just type that in here. And this way, RankMath knows exactly what keyword we want to optimize it for, and it can give us suggestions and instructions on how to do that. So then the next thing I do is basically add the title, which should be already optimized. So we're already going to use the search term here in the title. So I'm just going to replace this, MailerLite versus, let's just delete this, and then let's just add ActiveCampaign. Then the current year would be 2023. And then which is the best product type is email marketing tool. And then we can delete the H1 and there we go. Now we already have the title. And when we look at the checklist, we can see for the basic SEO, we already have the first one checked, which is your focus keyword is in the SEO title. Now we're going to move on to create the actual content of this blog post. And I'm going to show you how to use a method with ChatGPT, the AI tool. And this is going to make creating the blog post very, very easy and very, very quick at the same time. And don't worry, we're not just going to ask ChatGPT to create a blog post and then just copy and paste in the entire post. We're going to do this step by step for each of the topics that we want to add. And this way we still have a lot of control over the blog post and a lot of quality control as well. And we can change whatever we don't like, but we more so use ChatGPT as a writing assistant as just a copy and paste tool. So I'm going to show you the method that I use and the prompts that I like to use to create the blog content. So we're going to go to ChatGPT, and the first thing that I would highly suggest you do is get the ChatGPT Plus version, which is like $10 or $20 a month. But it's going to be so worth it in the end because that's going to enable you to be able to use ChatGPT 4, which is so much better compared to ChatGPT 3.5, which is the free version. I've been using both of them, and I've noticed that the content output of the GPT 4 is so much better. The quality is so much higher that it's totally worth it to spend a bit of money. Now, maybe when you watch this video, the GPT-4 version is going to be free already, or there's already going to be GPT-5, so probably this would be then even better. But for now, I would upgrade and then use GPT-4 for creating your blog content as a writing assistant. And then what I've also done is in the folder, the Google Drive folder that you find in the description, when you click on affiliate blog post templates and then go to ChatGPT prompts, I've created some prompts that you can use for creating a comparison blog post. So when you click on this Google Doc, you can see the first prompt, second prompt, and so on. So this is just a step-by-step checklist, basically, how you can start creating your content. I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. So first of all, we want to create the post outline, which is what you can see here. So let me just delete all this. We keep this in mind that this is kind of the structure that we want to use. So let's just delete all this. All right. And then let's first copy this first prompt. And here, what you see in these brackets in yellow, this is what you want to replace with your focus keyword, your target keyword. So let's just copy this. And then we're going to go to ChatGPT, choose GPT-4. Then we're going to paste that in here. And before we hit enter, we want to replace the placeholders. So let's go here. And we're going to go to our focus keyword. So this one here, MailerLite versus Active Campaign. So this is our keyword. So I'm just going to copy it from here and then paste that in to the target keyword here and then also here and then hit enter. And this will give us all of the categories that we can compare these two email marketing tools with. And based on my own experience, these are actually great topics to compare email marketing softwares like pricing, email marketing features, automation, design and user interface, templates, landing page builder. These are all things that people are actually looking for when deciding what email marketing tool to use. And that's why you should use GPT-4 because it's a lot better than GPT 3.5 in my opinion. Now you can either just copy and paste all of these categories that you want into your post and then format them as an H2. Now I'm going to experiment something here. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to actually do that for me. So I'm just trying something here. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to just give me the titles. So this here, and then format them as an H2 so I can just copy and paste them into my WordPress blog post editor. Now I've never tried this before. So let's see what happens. All right, so it actually works, but I had to give it another prompt. So the first thing that it came up with is just the H2 formatting here, but it still had these numbers in front of it, so it didn't work. So I just asked ChatGPT, please remove the numbers in front of the titles. And then it came up with this here. So I can just copy all of these titles here, then copy and then paste that in here. And there we go. Now we can see when we click on these titles, it's already formatted as an H2, which again saves us some time. So the next thing I would do is just look through all of these titles and that they're actually relevant and make sure I'm going to delete the ones that I don't want to cover in my blog post. But just to save some time, I'm going to skip this step. And to be honest, this all looks quite well anyway. So I'm going to leave it. The only thing I'm going to do is delete the introduction part because we're just going to add the introduction after the title right here as a paragraph without an H2 title. And in the next step, we're going to create the content for each of these H2 titles. And we're going to start with pricing structure. So let's go back to our prompts here. And this would be prompt 3. There's also prompt 2 asking for potential titles for this blog post. I've already set the title, as you can see here, because it's pretty obvious the title that I'm going to use. So I don't need this for now, but I'm going to use this prompt here. And you can experiment with these prompts. You don't need to just type in exactly what I give you here. This is just an idea, so you know kind of how this would work, and then you can refine it to your own process. But I'm going to just copy this one and then paste that in here. It's basically asking for the content for a specific topic. And then I'm going to paste in that topic here. So copy, paste that into this bracket. And then I also always ask to make sure the focus keyword is included so that it's actually optimized for this keyword. Then click enter. And I also asked ChatGPT to tell me where it would make sense to add images or graphics that would increase the quality and readability of the actual content. Now here we can see we have a network error that sometimes happens with GPT or ChatGPT. So all we got to do here is click on regenerate response and hopefully it will work. Okay, great. So it worked on the second try. And as you can see, here is the content that it has written up for us for the pricing structure for MailerLite and Active Campaign. Now, what I would suggest you do is actually read through the content and see if it's actually good. In my experience, it's actually quite good and it's mostly accurate. You want to check if all the numbers are true. Like, for example, here it says this plan allows up to 1,000 subscribers for essential features. You want to make sure that this is actually true, because sometimes it can be wrong or it can be outdated. So you want to make sure it's actually up to date. But let's say we've done that. So let's just copy all this content and copy and then paste that just below the actual title here. And we can see it's automatically using an H3 for the subtitles here. When we click on it, it says H3 and the rest is a paragraph. And we can also see right here in italic, this is where the image suggestions will be, because we've asked ChatGPT to give us some suggestions of what images we could add, what graphics we could add to improve this content. And this is really useful in my experience, because it's just making the entire process far easier and more streamlined. So I actually add all of the graphics and images at the end. The first thing I do is just add all the text. So now we can move on to the second category, which is email marketing features showdown. So again, we do the same thing. We go to the prompts and copy this prompt right here, copy, paste that in here. And then we want to replace the topic. So now we're going to use this topic here, actually this one, and paste that into the topic. And then just again, hit enter, and it will start writing up the content for the second category. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not just going to copy in all of the content for all of these titles here. Let's just say we've already done that and we're ready to add the conclusion. In this case, I would move on to prompt 4, which is pretty simple. You can just also type it in. Now write the final part of this blog post, the conclusion. So I just paste that in here and hit enter. And what you also want to make sure is to keep the same window open here on ChatGPT, just because this tool remembers everything that came before. So it's kind of like talking to a person that remembers what you're saying. And it's going to make everything a lot more coherent in case you go back and forth with ChatGPT. Like you say, maybe rewrite this in a more casual way and stuff like that. So make sure you do everything here in one tab to make sure all the content is coherent. Great, so now we have our conclusion. Again, proofread it and then copy and paste that in. Make the changes that you want to make. And next thing we're going to do is go to the prompts, and this would be the intro. So I always go with the intro last, because I want to have, I want ChatGPT to have all the information. And before, first of all, writing the conclusion, we have to cover all the topics first, and then the intro at the end. So I'm going to copy this part and then paste that in here. So please write the intro. And here I also ask to make the focus keyword to add this in the first part for SEO purposes. Great. So let's copy and paste this intro and paste that just below the title. So just below here. And this will also be the part that Google reads as the meta description for this post. So when we look at this preview here, we can always see the preview content, which is right here, choosing the right email marketing platform. And then you can see this is the part of the intro that we have added. Now we can also click on edit snippet and change that here under description. But what we want to make sure is to use our focus keyword in the first sentence, basically, so that we can actually get a green check mark here. The focus keyword was not found in the SEO meta description. This is why in this case, I would go back to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, please use the focus keyword in the first sentence, just for SEO purposes. And then ChatGPT will rewrite this intro for you to add the focus keyword in the first part. As you can see here, it adds it MailerLite versus Active Campaign. So let's replace the intro, copy and then paste. And now we can see this now turned green. The focus keyword was used inside the SEO meta description. And you can also see for the SEO score here, we are at 61 out of 100. So we're definitely on the right track. We have now also added all of the text content. And the next step would be to add a few images. So in this case, what I would do is just look at all of the image suggestions that ChatGPT gave us. Usually they do make a lot of sense. So for example, here under MailerLite pricing, it gives us the suggestion to add a breakdown graphic of MailerLite's pricing tiers. What we can do here is just do a screenshot of MailerLite's pricing. So let's go to MailerLite and then just go to their website, then go to pricing. And then we would just take a screenshot of the pricing here, accept cookies, then take a screenshot. Then let's go back to our editor here and we can just drag in that image just below where it says right here. And now we have the image inside of the blog post. Now we can actually delete this suggestion here. And now when we go to the SEO checklist and look at the additional points, then we can see here, add an image with your focus keyword as an alt text. So this is what you always have to do when you add an image. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's go and click on this icon here, go to settings, and then we're going to click on the image. And then here is the box where you can add the alt text, which is where we want to add our focus keyword, which is MailerLite versus active campaign. And I usually do the actual image. So this would be MailerLite pricing. But still, we do have the focus keyword here in the alt text, which is important for SEO. And you would do exactly the same thing for the other images. So here we could add a breakdown or a screenshot of the active campaign pricing. Also go to the alt text and change it to MailerLite versus active campaign pricing. Now let's save the changes we've done so far by clicking on Save Draft. We don't want to publish it just yet because it's not finished. And then let's go back to our RankMath checklist. We are currently at 65 out of 100 points for SEO. So we do still have a few things to look at. Under basic SEO, we can see the only thing that is not perfect is the content length, but that's just because we haven't added the content here for the other categories. So this would be fine if we add all those. Then under additional, we can see the keyword density could be higher. Now, keyword density just means how often you use your focus keyword in your blog post. I wouldn't worry about that too much because if you use your keyword too often, then it can be classified as keyword stuffing and you'll get penalized by Google for doing that. So I would just use it naturally and don't worry about it too much, but still make sure you use it wherever it is applicable. Then we can see the URL is 98 characters long. So that's definitely something we want to fix. So let's go scroll up, click on Edit Snippet. And then here we want to make sure we have a nice permalink. So as you can see here, MailerLite versus Active Campaign 2023. And this is far too long. So what I would recommend is to even get rid of the 2023 because you want this blog post to basically live on as long as possible forever optimally. And you don't want to have an old date here in the URL when, let's say, it's 2025 already, because once you've published that blog post, it's very, like, you can't really change the URL here. So what I would suggest you do is just MailerLite versus Active Campaign, and that's going to be the entire permalink. Then let's close this window and scroll down again. And now we can see the URL is 54 characters long, which is great. Then the next thing is link out to external resources. Now, usually that happens naturally inside of your content. Whenever it makes sense to link out to another resource, then you can put in those links, make those do follow links. So when you, for example, here add a link, and then you just paste in that link. Now, whenever you add an affiliate link, which is what we're going to talk about just in a bit, then you want to set this to a no follow link. That's also just for SEO purposes. But if you just link out to other valuable resources, you can just paste in the link and then hit enter. And then this will also turn green here. And this is basically the same thing. Add do follow links pointing to external resources. And then the next one, add internal links in your content. And this would just be links to other blog posts, which also naturally happens once you have some more blog posts. For example, for this article, at the end, we could talk about alternatives and then link to our other comparison posts or our other email marketing tool reviews to our other blog posts. And then this will turn green as well, which also helps SEO. The focus keyword is fine. Then we have content AI. Now this is a tool you could use with RankMath. So this is just this over here. We could just click on research. And here it just gives us some more suggestions of keywords that we could use. Like for example, here it says that we should be using also the keyword active campaign versus MailerLite, which definitely makes sense because that's the same content. It's just the words or the terms here switched. So these could be useful suggestions as well. So here you would just go in and then just turn around the words. So you also cover this. And when people search active campaign versus MailerLite rather than MailerLite versus active campaign, your content has a higher chance of actually showing up in the search results. Then you also have some other things that people are searching that you could implement naturally in your content. Great, so let's go back to our SEO checklist and then let's go to additional. We've talked about all these. We've used the content AI, title readability, everything looks good here. Then content readability. Here they suggest using a table of contents plugin. This is just especially useful for longer posts, which this one definitely looks like it's going to be a longer post. And what you could do is just hit enter here, and then you could click on the plus icon here and then type in RankMath or table of contents. And then if you have installed RankMath, you're going to have access to this here. Click here, and this will just add a table of content for your blog post. And then when people click on each of these links here, it will go directly to the content just below here. And you can also hide specific links. So for example, here I would only show the H2 headings. So for all the H3s, I would just hit this eye icon and make sure this is disabled. So then people will only see the H2 headings. Otherwise, it will just be too large, this entire section. And the last point on the checklist is your content contains images and or videos. So once we add a few more images, then this would definitely turn green as well. And along with some links and also some more content, we would be pretty close to an SEO score of 100. And now in order for us to actually make money with this blog post, we also need to add our affiliate links. Now you don't absolutely need to add your affiliate links just when you're starting out with a new site and new posts, because you probably don't get any traffic yet. So what you can do is just wait until you get some traffic and then spend the time signing up to the affiliate programs and adding all the links. But I'm still going to show you how to actually do it. So the easiest way to find the affiliate programs for the tools or products that you are writing about is just to go to the product itself. So for me, this would be MailerLite, and then go to the official website. And then you always, when you're on the website for whatever product or tool, you just want to scroll all the way down. And that's usually where you can find a link saying affiliate or partner. So here it says become a partner. So we're going to click here. And then we can see they have affiliate partners and you can get a 30% commission for every sale that you make. Then you want to just click here, click on get started. And this is where you want to basically click on register. So sometimes it's going to be hard to get accepted into affiliate programs if you don't already have an established website that at least gets some traffic. So you might need to wait until you have a site that is a bit more established until you get accepted to all these programs. But if you send them a good message and say that, show them your website and show them that you have quality content, they're going to be very likely to accept you into their affiliate program. Now, personally, I am an affiliate for MailerLite, so I already have a dashboard with them. And so this is going to be what it looks like once you are an affiliate with them. Obviously, this is just an example. I don't suggest you promote MailerLite necessarily, but it's going to be a dashboard for any affiliate program that you're in. Sometimes it's also an affiliate network where there's multiple affiliate programs in the same dashboard, but for MailerLite, it's just a separate dashboard. So usually what you want to do is just look at where your affiliate link is. So here it says share your link to refer people to MailerLite. So here you can see this is my personal affiliate link. So here we would just want to click on copy URL. And by the way, you can always see that it's an affiliate link when it just have these weird characters here. So here you can see /A, and then you can see this code here. This means that this is a tracking link. And whenever somebody clicks on that link and signs up to MailerLite, I will get credit. And as you can see, I already made over $26,000 with this particular affiliate program, with over 6,000 users that I referred to this email marketing tool. So let's copy the URL here, and then let's go back to WordPress. And then what I recommend is, before you add the affiliate link by just highlighting the word and then adding the link here, I would suggest you actually use a plugin called Thirsty Affiliates to cloak your affiliate link to make it look a lot nicer than what you can see here. So what we're going to do is first save draft. Then we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard here, and we're going to install this plugin. So we're going to click on plugins and then click on add new. Then we're going to look for Thirsty Affiliates. And it's just this first one here. So let's click on install now and activate. Close this. And now we can go to Thirsty Affiliates here. Click on add new affiliate link. Then I'm going to name this Mailer Lite. And then under destination URL, we're going to paste in our affiliate link. And then what we also want to do is go to link options. And then we want to make this a no follow link. So we're going to turn this to yes, no follow this link. And then also make this open up in a new window. Yes, right here. And then click on save link. And now we can actually use this cloaked URL, which is a lot nicer. It says medicsreviews.com/recommends/MailerLite. So let's just copy this link, then go back to our blog post, go to posts, click on the blog post. And then in terms of where you want to add your links, you don't want to add them every time you mention MailerLite. What I like to do is just add them like the first time I mention it. So for example, here, I want to add the link. So click here, and then I usually also set this to no follow and open in a new tab and then hit enter. And there we go. Now we have this as a link where the first time we mention this platform. And the second way to add your links is to add them as a button wherever it makes sense. So definitely at the end of your article, for example, you want to add the buttons. So let's click on the plus icon here and then type in button. And then we just click on the button and then we type in, let's say, try MailerLite, and we're going to click on link. And we're also going to paste in our link from Thirsty Affiliates. There we go. And then we can also make this text, or actually let's align this in the center, items in the center like this. And then we can click on the plus icon again and add also a try active campaign button. And then obviously also add these affiliate link for the active campaign tool here. Now, if you're wondering how to change the color of this link right here, I'm also going to show you how to do this. So first of all, let's click on save draft and then let's go to preview in a new tab. And this will show us how the blog post currently looks like on our page. And to change the color here, we want to click on customize, then go to general options, general styling. And then here under link color, we can change the actual color. So let's change this to, let's say, an orange, maybe a bit darker, kind of like this. And then I'm going to make the hover color just the same as the normal one. So just paste in the color code. And there you go. Now we have these kind of orange links in the blog post. Let's click on publish. And then we can close this page and go back to this editor. Now, when we reload the page, we should be able to see the changes here as well. And now there's a few more things we need to do to finish up this post. Like, for example, we need to add a featured image, which will be shown just above the title here. And we can add that right here when we click on this icon and go to post. And then just below here under featured image, this is where we can add our featured image. Now you can go to sites like Pexels here to get some copyright free images, or you can also go to Unsplash. I'm going to leave all these links in the description below. Here you can also get some free images that you can use. Make sure to download the medium option here. Otherwise, it will just take too long to load your blog post, which will hurt your SEO rankings. You always kind of want to make sure that your image files aren't too large on your page. But in terms of this post here, I would actually create a custom image, feature image for this, like a MailerLite versus ActiveCampaign image, just to show visually what this blog post is about. And the best tool to use to create this image is actually Canva.com. So I'm going to quickly show you how I would create a featured image that I'm going to use here. So I usually type in whatever I want to create here. So for example, this would be a versus image. So I'm just going to type in versus here, and then I already get some of these pre-made designs that I could just use. So let's just take this one here, click on customize this template. Then the size or the format that I use for the featured images is an 800 times 500 pixels image. So I click on resize here, and then I change that. So I'm going to go to 800 and then 500 here and click on resize, and this will resize the ratio of this image. Then I obviously want to just delete all of the images here, all of the graphics, and add a MailerLite graphic and then an ActiveCampaign graphic at the bottom. So first, let's just turn this, make this horizontal, drag this out, and then I usually download the logos. I've already done that to just speed up this video a bit, and I've downloaded a MailerLite logo. I'm just going to put that right here, and I've also downloaded an ActiveCampaign logo. Going to put that right here. And now we obviously also want to change the colors. So what I like to do is just go to the website, and then to get the exact color of the website that I'm on, I use a tool called Colorzilla. This is a Chrome extension. You'll find the link also in the description below. And once you install this, you get access to this icon here. Then you can just click on pick from page, and then you can hover over any color that you see on the page. So I just use this green that I can see here in the logo. Then it will copy the color code to your clipboard, which then I can just come back here, click on the color I want to paste that in, go to color, click here, and then I just paste in the color code in right here, and I will put in this branded green to the background. Then for this background, I'm just going to change it to this blue, and with Canva, you already get the colors that are in your graphic, so I can just choose it from here. And there we go. So this is how I really quickly create a featured image for this kind of post. Now to download this image, I just click on share on the top right, go to download, and then just click download here. And then we have it saved in the download folder. And now to add it to the featured image, we're going to click on set featured image here. And I'm just going to drag this in, the image that I've just created, click on set featured image. And there we go. Now let's click on Save Draft. And to see how this looks like, we can click on Preview, Preview in a new tab. And now we can see we have the featured image here at the top, and then we have the content just below. What we also want to do is add a category for this post. And we can also do that here when you click on this button and then go to Post. Here under Categories, we can see currently it is under Uncategorized. So we only have one category so far, which is affiliate marketing. So I want to add a new one for email marketing. So I'm just going to add this here, email marketing, and then click on add new category. And then I'm going to untick the uncategorized option, click on save draft. And an additional way to organize your content is by using tags. So when you go to tags here, you can basically add relevant tags like, let's say, email marketing, or also email tools. So whatever is applicable to the type of content. So now we're pretty much ready to publish our new blog post. One thing I like to do is go back to the SEO checklist and go through all of the checkpoints here and make sure everything is optimized before I go ahead and publish the post. And then another thing I like to do is, first of all, save this as draft and then click on preview in a new tab, and then just read through the blog post again myself, make sure all the images are correct, make sure everything is displayed correctly, make sure all the links here work and go to the correct page. And once that's done, we are pretty much ready to publish this post. To publish the post, we just need to click on this button here, publish, and then confirm publish. And now the post is live on the website, and you also notice that the publish button has changed to an update button. So we can always come in here and make any changes and update our blog post. then we can click on update, and then the changes will be visible on the actual website. So let's quickly go to our website. So let's go back to the dashboard, click on visit site here, and then we can see now this blog post is live on the website. It's visible right here. It's also visible here under blog. This is the first blog post. We can click on it, and then we can basically